you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Trojans will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Terrapins offense will have the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Trojans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their...
Breaks into the open. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grab behind the line. It's Shabera. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Harris back to pass. He'll take a shot. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Here we go. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at him.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes a move. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Trojans. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Harris will throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense needs to hold its water and watch that football. It's now 2nd and 5. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Fulmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC. But this guy right here, he has been making his... on this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Trojans are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Shabera. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll try the left side. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Trojans looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And tackled there by the defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Corrals it at the 45. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Maryland, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead. Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working that left side now. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He got it. And that... Three more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Maryland, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And to settle for the chip. Field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He leaves it with his back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Dropping back, it's Abraham. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Trojans have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, the ground game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Harris back to pass. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This time it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Terrapins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Abraham. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their